oftentimes, when someone experiences a conversion or a reversion to the faith, they're injected with a heavy dose of zeal. Zeal for the faith, zeal for the teachings of the church, and it's a great thing, and it's awesome. However, because their relationship with Christ is in an immature state, it's not based in a deep friendship with him, this dose of zeal is often untempered, and it's going off in every which direction because it's not grounded in anything. It's like a sparkler. Like you light a sparkler and it shoots off energy in every which direction, but eventually it dies out because it's not grounded in anything. And that's what untempered zeal is. It's not grounded in anything, and it eventually will die out. So this untempered zeal often manifests itself in moralistic or legalistic tendencies where my own relationship with Christ is viewed upon my own moral objectives, my own doings, and everything else that revolves around that. So it becomes my initiatives rather than God's grace that supplies the energy, the effort for this relationship. So I reduce Jesus Christ to an ethical choice of do's and don'ts about how many times I've said my rosary this week, how many times I've prayed the Liturgy of the Hours, how many times I've gone to Mass, and then I project that on other people, saying they haven't done this, they haven't done that. Look at them. Look at them. They're out partying on the weekends. I'm not doing that. I'm the good Catholic. I'm so much better than they are. And although we don't say this out loud, many times we believe this. So, the antidote for this untempered zeal is a heavy dose of God's mercy. And now God's mercy has an inward effect and an outward effect. And the outward effect comes out of that inward effect that we receive. So when we receive God's mercy, we begin to realize and see in ourselves our own weaknesses, our own struggles, our own imperfections, and ultimately our own sins. Our sins that we project out on other people, judging them in our own eyes and not in the eyes of Jesus and his laws, which is love of God and love of neighbor. So when we begin to realize our own inadequacies and we receive Christ's loving mercy, we give that to others. We extend that to them, and we begin to see them in a relationship with Jesus Christ based upon friendship, not based upon any ethical choice or do's and don'ts. And when we begin to extend that mercy to others and receive that mercy in our lives more deeply, culminating in a friendship with Jesus Christ, that's when we begin to become a good Catholic.